And welcome back, guys, to another episode of Gaming in the Multiverse. I am joined by my two very special guests, Jamie Lee in the front row and John. How are we doing tonight, guys?
Really, really good.
Really good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We love it. We just really love it.
We're really, really glad to be here.
Yeah, very glad to be here.
Oh, Cartman's here too now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not John, guys. It's not. This is
It's
make
not, no.
believe. It's Cartman.
I love it.
Sorry. That's taking
No, don't
stabs
be
at us
sorry.
behind the screen. Sorry, guys. Getting a bit.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
All right.
Guys, today and tonight we are going to be talking about Dead Island 2. I've got some news for it. I want to go over some gameplay about this, but first, what's your guys' experience so far with Dead Island and in the franchise that it is? Jamie?
Jamie,
Go ahead.
you can go first.
I love Dead Island. I 100% my games, or I try to, right? So
We love that.
I've had it on my 360. Yup.
Hell yeah.
It's too shiny, but anyway, nailed it and was really excited for the next one. Got Riptide, 100% of that too, obviously, but I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one. I really enjoyed the bosses in the first one compared to Riptide. And then there was another one, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like cartoony. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember it, but I do not. Like, I think everyone kind of selectively just said, let's forget about that game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Because it never happened.
it was not very good, huh?
No.
And then I was sorry.
No. Don't be sorry at all. Continue.
I was really like down on the brand, I guess you could say, or the franchise, whatever you called it, because there was supposed to be, I think it was in 2014, there was supposed to be Dead Island 2, which we now know is out now. But this was like years ago, you know what I'm saying? 2014, I think it was, or maybe 16, something like that.
I want to say the very first one came out in 2010.
Yeah, I think it was 2010, 2011. The original one came out. And then Riptide, I believe, came out in
I think it was
13.
2013.
Yeah, I believe it was 13. And then 14 is when it's when they announced, 14 is when they announced we're going to be working on Dead Island 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think in between that is when we got that cartoonish Dead Island game instead of the Dead Island 2. And then they pushed this out until obviously now.
Yeah.
But John, how about you?
Okay, so I remember going to GameStop and getting this because one of my friends and I were huge gamers at that time. That's before he switched over to console. But he told me, he said, dude, you need to get Dead Island so we can go ahead and do this. I'm like, hell yeah, okay. So I went on ahead, I got it. I love zombie games and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, so I'm in. And I love the mythology around it, where these guys don't even have a clue of what's going on. They're just there to get a little getaway, and next thing you know, there's zombies. And then doing the arts and crafts, but just the crafting of the weapons.
You could call it arts and crafts, I guess. You know,
we paid by numbers in there, sure.
But what I loved about it was how big the island was, and how much freedom that they give you to roam around the island.
I couldn't agree more.
Because it's more open space, it's more of an open world, and it's not excluded into what you can and can't do. So that's something that I really liked about it. And then you can also dig through the passenger bags, which most of the time you can't even do that on some games. So I do appreciate the fact that they give us more stuff to do. But yeah, crafting the weapons is hands down one of my favorite things. And then trying to repair the weapons that you made into something better.
Oh yeah.
I didn't play Riptide because one of my same friends said, "Don't play it, it's trash. It's not that good of a game compared to Dead Island." So I'm like, okay, well, you know your games and everything, so I'm not going to go ahead and buy it. So I didn't even bother with that. I spent up until 1:00 in the morning playing Dead Island.
Yeah,
that's how. And I never did that with anything other than maybe the Matrix, Into the Matrix video game, and then probably. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is probably the only two games that I've stayed up late, and this is actually the third one that comes close to it.
See, this game, I love zombies in general. I was a huge Call of Duty Zombies nut. I played, yes, I mean, I played hours and hours of Kino, Verrückt. I mean, just got so many. And then when what was it? Left 4 Dead came out. Um, that's what hooked me really in kind of like not the kind of more of not just the round base fighting that I was used to with zombies and more of like missions and going through like levels. And then when Dead Island came out, it was just the culmination of open world with running into as many zombies as you can possibly see, with having that story-based driven game still, and like you said, the crafts that you could get were so amazing. Like you could build anything if you found the blueprints, and the blueprints they gave you were so awesome. Like just the creativity in the weapons they gave you alone, you could spend hours finding blueprints, going through luggage, just trying to get what you needed to really survive this island. And I think that was some of my favorite parts of the Dead Island franchise. And I played Riptide a bit. I will say I did not 100% it. I definitely did not 100% it.
Not part of the cool kids.
No, I am not. But it was just because if the story doesn't get me, like really hooks me, I can't finish it. It just doesn't. I just find it so dragging at that point. And I remember that one. It just didn't. It didn't have me like the first one did. And I'm hoping that this second one, from what I hear, it's getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of good reviews. But there are some other news and things that I found out about this game. So it looks like you guys will start. Well, when you start to play, there's different slayers, and they have their own kind of different abilities, and they're voiced by different people. But interacting with NPCs, it's all the same. There is no variation to it. And I feel like if you were going to give all this variation to the characters that we can pick, I feel like in today's day and age, it's not that hard to give us some variation in some of the NPC responses. How do you guys? Because they let you choose your dialogue between these characters, but the NPCs' responses are ultimately the same no matter what you choose.
Okay.
So how do you guys feel about that? Because I don't.
Go ahead, Jim.
I was just saying because I just don't think I think that's a bit clunky for a game that you're giving us options for.
Right.
Yeah. I think it would become a little bit boring. I mean, if you're just getting the same response.
Exactly.
That's just me.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way. It'd be cool though if they would actually have it to where you can turn off the regular gameplay type of monologue that you would get. Mm-hmm. And it would be cool if we could actually put our own voices to those characters and say what we want to say through those characters.
That would be pretty cool.
With our actual lips moving as the character is talking. It gives us more of the feel of the character versus just playing the character and reading a monologue or hearing a monologue.
That would be really nice. I think that would be... I don't know why no one's ever done that before. That sounds like a really awesome way. Like give your own responses to the game. But it seems to me like when we have games like Mass Effect and what else? Well, can't really think right now, so I'm just going to say Mass Effect, where you can choose your own dialogue and the story just varies from what you choose. And then to give us the illusion, I would say, of choice in our dialect between these NPCs that they brought us. I just think it's unfair to the game, to the people who play it. I would like some variation to it.
You see, that's one of the also another nitpick things I have about like WWE wrestling video games though too. Like even with the story modes and stuff like that, it's all the same repetitive stuff. Undertaker goes into the locker room, and then you have the same dialogue over and over again. I'm like, this is boring. This is and I want it to be more of the fact that you're growing as the character is growing kind of thing, and you're interacting within the character himself versus just playing a character, because anybody could just play a character, but I want to actually become that character through playing a video game.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
For
and you
sure.
would think that after how long have we waited for this game? Like over 10 years.
Oh,
You know?
yeah,
You would
easily.
think we would have got a little bit more progression. You would have
Right.
thought.
Just and literally it's like it seems like it just hasn't advanced in that aspect, at least in the story. From what I've seen, it doesn't seem like that's advanced beyond what we got back in 2011.
Which
And
is, I mean, to be expected. This is one of the reasons why, when we were talking about it last time, Jace, I wasn't in a rush to go out and get it, because I tried that. I'm pretty sure it was 2018. EB Games, which is our game store here, was like, oh, pre-order it, blah, blah, blah. And I went in and I put a pre-order on, hoping, yep, I'm going to get this. Nope, didn't bloody get it. So yeah, I had to wait and wait and wait. And then I just ended up canceling my pre-order. I was like, stuff this, I'm going to put the money on something else. So I was butthurt that, they promised something and they didn't deliver. And then, I don't know if you remember, but in like 2014, I think it was, they didn't promise, but there was talks about a movie, Dead Island movie based from the trailer. Do you remember how good that trailer was?
That was awesome.
The family, that was like the greatest thing I've ever watched gaming trailer wise. That was incredible. And there was supposed to be a movie based on like that family, and nothing. They can't deliver. So I was like, when I heard that, Dead Island 2 was coming out, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
That's kind of what I felt like, especially after Riptide. I was like, I'm not too eager on, going out. Don't get me wrong. I will be playing this game probably very soon, but it wasn't like I needed to get it the moment it dropped. I didn't need to wait in lines like I used to back in the day for the midnight release. Like it just wasn't at the tip of the iceberg. And for reasons such like this, I feel like I'm glad I didn't buy it, because I feel like it's going to, with dialogue like that, I feel like it might be a quick game to kind of run through. And those games always kind of irritate me. I want a little more meat to especially a story-driven game. Like, come on. You need some real time. Let me put hours and days into this before I feel like I've done everything.
You see, I love the first one so much, to the point where I didn't care if this game came out. Like, for instance, I care that this game came out, but at the same time, I'm really excited. I'm amped up for it because it's been so long. Maybe they did something new to it, which is why I'm here. I wanted to find out some of the stuff that's going on with it, because I would be one of those people that would actually go to GameStop the day after it was released to go get this game. And sometimes I knock on wood. Sometimes I don't even have to pre-order the game, and they actually have the special edition one still available because because they have some stock left.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, do I really need this game? Do I really need this in my life? I was so let down. It's kind of like being in a bad relationship. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, do I really need Dead Island 2 in my life after what happened with the other two relationships before this one? And it's like, but for me, I'm for it. But it's not one of those things either that I have to go out there and rush now.
Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there was fast travel in the first one.
There was, I think.
Yeah,
there was.
Yeah,
okay.
They had to be at the certain. Was it?
You had to be at a certain checkpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was the lifeguard hut or something. Like certain spots you could, yeah, but you
I
had
don't
to
know
be.
why. For some reason, I couldn't remember there being one. But okay, thank you.
I mean, we haven't played it in how many years, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't. I finished it and I'm like, that was great. Thanks.
How dare you not remember something from 10 years ago, Jamie? How dare you?
Kind of like my relationships, John. Thanks. Bye. Thank you. Next.
It's been really fun. So bye.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't you. It was me. I don't know.
I have that conversation with all my games.
Okay. I'm actually pulled up the Dead Island stuff just to see from the first one. That's okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can actually do fast travel.
Okay, cool.
You can go well, let's see here. Destinations have no fast travel in the hub, being destination only. The prison, quarantine, and 2 of the sites of the jungle are of this type. So yeah, you can travel as long as it's in the jungle and as long as it's in the prison or the canteen.
Okay.
I thought that was one at the beach, but maybe not. Anyway, cool.
So, all right. So also in a day and age where co-op and multiplayer is thriving, they have decided that not only for the first mission, for the first section of the game, when you're in that first section area, until you unlock more of the map, you cannot play with other people.
What?
Wasn't that
Yeah.
like that in the first though? You had to do that, like, not tutorial, but basically
I thought
thing?
but it was the first mission. You had to do the first mission, but this
Alone,
now it's you have to get off of the first part of the map in order to play co-op. So I think it's not, like I said, and they specifically said section, not mission. So I feel like that's a bit much to really limit people. Not limit, because I'm sure there's a lot more to the first than just the first section of the map. And depending on how long you're actually in the very first section of the game will vary. I haven't played, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to not watch too much gameplay so I could get it all myself.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel like that would be kind of a stupid move on their part. How do you guys think?
Yeah. I love multiplayer. So any time where I can't play with people, I'm like, oh. Yeah.
That's how I feel though too. I feel like they're actually excluding other people from playing with each other, because that's the whole point of playing video games, is to interact with others. And that's also supposed to be a 1 to 4 player game. So how are you going to have a 1 to 4 player game when you're locked on this level that you may not even get out of, because depending on how hard it actually is, too.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I have a problem with, is excluding other gamers from doing co-op, and not only doing co-op, but you have a 4-player game and then they're on lockdown because they can't play with because they haven't reached a certain destination.
That point,
yeah. And it's like, just let me go in right off rip. I love going in 2 players, just starting it from scratch. Me and my buddy just have always done this with just about every single Gears of War. We start the campaign from scratch. They let you do everything from the beginning with someone. And I feel like that's the way it should be. Like, I feel like, even because it also helps people who have never played your game. They can get someone who has, and they're right there with them, helping them, guiding them, as well as your tutorial that you're giving them. But like, it gives them that added bonus of actually enjoying being there because their buddy is the one helping them get through this. So I feel like that's a real kick in the nuts to them.
Yeah, I agree.
But as well as not having access to your friends right away, you can also, if you're not on the same console, there is no crossplay. And that is probably...
John, you can't play with that. You can't sit with us, John.
Okay, fine.
That
I mean, okay, can I play with you guys? This is not John. I'm Carmen.
Carmen, do you have Carmen?
You look great. You look great tonight.
Do you have Carmen? Do you have an Xbox?
I have a PS4.
Yeah, no one.
Don, why did you get a PS4? Why didn't you get an Xbox 360?
You know, John, you can get them for really good, really cheap now. So, you know, join the cool kids. One of us.
One of us.
I don't know. I've been close to my PlayStation since the good old days before Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I see you rolling.
But are me and Jason there? No.
But no.
Can you play Dead Island with Jason and I? No.
That part.
Boom.
Because I'm trying to save up my money for a PS5.
For an Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's what you're saying?
No,
that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. I heard that.
That's what I heard too.
Yes, Jamie Lee, I will buy an Xbox for you and Jace. Okay, great, cool. That's what I thought.
So you're gonna get me one too? You're gonna get me a Xbox? That's nice to be. Because John is a cheap ass.
I do think that this is probably, again, like, as much as I love the franchise, the news that I've gotten for them sounds pretty dumb on their part. You can't have I mean, the biggest thing about games nowadays is the integration of crossplay. Like being able to play with buddies. It's no longer like, yes, there is still a console war, but it's no longer like I can't play with you because you're a PlayStation person. I can't play with you because you're an Xbox person. Like they've taken that away, and to even still have the audacity, I would say, to give us a game that isn't cross-play compatible with new gen technology. You made the game for new gen. How is it not cross-play?
Exactly.
I just
Yeah.
think that is a really dumb move on their part.
I just feel like they forget who their consumers are, to the point where they're like, "Oh yeah, we have this game coming out, but guess what? You can't play with other people or anything like that. Then why the fuck are you even coming out with it then? Because you forgot who your target audience is. That's also another thing. I feel like this company forgot who their target audience is, and that there's other platforms besides PlayStation, besides Xbox, besides PC. You want to be able to join together so that way we can play together. It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm preaching right now, but it doesn't matter. But it does not matter to me if you're a PC gamer or you're a console gamer. You're a gamer, so give us what we need so that way we can be together to play these games. That's why I like Dead by Daylight, because of the fact that I'm able to play as Jason, and not as Jason, but as Freddy, or as the or as one of the survivors. But guess what? We have people from Xbox, PlayStation, and PC playing Dead by Daylight. It's not excluded. They're excluding other gamers and saying, well, because you're a PC gamer or because you're a console gamer, you cannot join up. I think that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, especially when some of the big companies are doing that at the moment. Like Fortnite, why do they make so much money? Because it's so inclusive of everybody. Who else is like Minecraft? Even, everybody can play with you. Even COD have jumped on with the last. What was the final one? Was it Advanced Warfare or
Modern Warfare, the newest Modern Warfare?
And that is cross platform too. So it's like all of these companies are doing it. You have. Like you're launching now. This is your time to do something like the rest of them or better. And
exactly,
it's
literally just a huge drop the ball moment for them, because it's like I said, it's just we're in a day and age where the console war isn't as prevalent as it was, and it doesn't matter these days. It's just everyone needs to be able to play with each other, and you guys aren't allowing that. Like you're literally just gatekeeping my friends. Why are you gatekeeping my friends?
Yep.
But I think
poor
that
John. How will he not? How will he survive not playing with us? Like it's not fair. This is not fair, you guys.
It definitely isn't fair. But I wouldn't be surprised if they wound up saying, you know what, guys, we screwed the pooch on this one. We're gonna come up with a patch to where maybe we can actually do this, because we're missing out on this, and we didn't think this one through. Because once they see that the sales are declining, they're just like, oh, guess what? We came up with a special edition now.
Oh, wait, here's the patch that has crossplay, guys. Here's the
if you pre-order, you get the DLC.
Oh, God. All right. Let's look at some of this combat gameplay and this free roam stuff. I'm interested to see how they actually have it.
Graphics are a little bit more updated, a little bit.
I like the creativity of that.
What I love about Dead Island is the fact that it's always bright. Like it's not, even though it's like the bosses in the first one scared the crap out of me. Like the butcher one with the slicey arms. Oh man, I swear I had nightmares from that one. But it was so bright and colorful, and you just felt always so like, I don't know, just the location was always so pretty.
I always loved the funniness of like being able to throw, and I remember the kick, just the charging and kicking someone across the freaking field. What is that?
Mine's froze. Oh no, there we go. Oh god. Why did it freeze on that part? He just curb stomped during my screen froze. Gross.
Oh, no one wants to see you.
I didn't know this was part of the video game.
Sharp Granger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Nice.
got
Yeah,
both of
those
them.
kicks.
Yep, exactly. Those kicks.
What? You didn't pick up the protein bar? Come on,
Right.
dude.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was
Right.
like, what are you
Right.
doing? There's
Collect
so much you're
everything.
not collecting.
Yeah.
And it's like,
He's
did you
just out
just
for
drop
war.
that
He doesn't
weapon
care.
down there? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I will say it definitely has that Dead Island feel if I can beat a zombie to death even though it's dead.
Yeah.
I do
I-
like the look of it.
Yeah, I was about to say the look of it seems well, that zombie right there kind of looked a little janky. But I do like the sound of that. Like the look of it so far. Oh, who wouldn't like a glass of wine in the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck with it.
Ooh.
Whoa. What a
Just
shot!
yeet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Double yeet! Double yeet!
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
I don't think
Seems
that's
like
part of the
kick
HIPAA
a lot
violation.
more- I don't remember the kicks being that fast, but I like the fact that they're doing something different with it. Ooh.
It seems like I don't know if this is someone who has played. Obviously, they have played this a bit more, but
That is
it
sick.
seems like
Yeah, I love it.
I wonder if that's how much stamina you get right away. Yo, this man and those freaking tosses are on point.
Oh, nice.
That wouldn't be me. I'd be dead.
Yeah, same. My long-range throws are definitely not that accurate.
No, my kill ratio on Call of Duty actually says it otherwise too. So it's like not even on point.
It
The
seems
combat
very much
seems-
like story-wise, like the first though. Hey, like find the key card, escape
Yeah.
the hotel. You know.
And it seems smooth. Like the combat in it, like it seems really smooth. But for some reason, am I the only one that thinks that those ones on the floor look a little weird sometimes?
The head looks blocky.
Right?
It kind of looks like a Minecraft game.
Like a
mixed in-
villager.
Right.
Like it's a zombie Minecraft villager crawling on the floor. Oh.
He really loves his long throws, eh?
And I would just be kicking the crap out of zombies, to be honest with you, just to see the slow-mo.
So cool. I really like it.
Ooh.
Cool. That one's a bit
This-
fun.
I was gonna say, you saw the way it jumped at him?
Yeah. Like a
Oh,
leap
his weapon broke.
in the gym.
Just gotta make sure. Did you open that cooler, sir?
I totally
would've.
would have been on that unicorn floaty just for funsies.
I think I would have too.
Get that slide. Well, I guess he gets to play co-op.
Back on track.
No, doesn't he need another more like 10 missions? Doesn't he need to leave the whole location, Jace?
I think he's
what
good to
it
go.
said.
Oh, this is
Don't
one
mind
for
me,
this.
guys.
Yeah, these guys play so differently to me. I like search everything. Like anything
I
you
think
too.
that's
open,
the
I'll
first
search
thing he
it.
searched right there, and I'm like, God, there's That you didn't open it.
It doesn't stay there long enough to see what's in it.
Yeah, he sort of opens and runs or something. Or maybe it's my computer. Maybe it's a bit laggy.
No,
but,
it's not.
I love it. I love it so much.
These long times. I think I might be taking a play out of this man's playbook and just kicking everything.
Ooh, I like the Tony Montana mansion.
Either my ears are playing tricks on me or trouble's on its way. I'm gonna need you to clear the runway.
Oh God, what does clearing the runway look like?
I've got a feeling this is going to be like really bad. Oh no, just one. I expected
Nope.
lots.
The party's long over. Show these dopes to the door.
Oh, here it comes.
Damn.
Oh, he's lost his weapon.
Ooh,
Nice.
that kick.
I
Nice.
love those
That
things.
kick, man.
All right, he took out 4 just then. I'm pretty sure. Oh,
Yeah, get a protein bar.
Well. If it isn't my snot-nosed spoiled
Ooh.
rattle through my favorite age of the song. Give that cowardly little shit the beating he deserves.
Damn.
Yo,
nice.
They definitely have no problem being gruesome in this one, and I love it.
Yeah.
I've
Yo,
seen that.
Curtis, can you hurry the fuck up?
I've seen that same type of role play going on in Gremlins. It didn't work out for the woman on that thing.
I'm gonna watch Gremlins.
I mean,
Basically, they hijack her chair, and basically, what happens is they eject her out of there, out through the window.
Brutal. Hopefully
That
that doesn't happen
seems-
to poor Curtis. That was his name, right? Curtis.
yes, it was Curtis was his name, but also I think Curtis was a dick. Like you had a shotgun up there, you could have been helping him. Like you could have been at least been sitting on your little jazzy on the way down.
I mean, he could, but why risk it for old mate who can clearly boot 4 zombies at a time?
But the luck I had, he would have been shooting me.
That boot is gonna be probably the best thing to use in the game. It looks like.
Yeah.
All right, and I have a little thing else for us and everyone else watching. Some games, some weapons we can apparently get right away from the beginning.
3 super powerful weapons in Dead Island 2 you can grab early. These 3 weapons are all hiding in starting areas and don't require any leveling up to get. They're really going to give you an edge when it comes to taking out zombies. You'll literally be able to take out your enemies in half the time with these weapons. So let's get into it. Okay, the first powerful weapon you can grab straight away is the tactical heavy revolver. Now, this gun packs a punch. It can take out most zombies in one shot, and it's a great way to test out the gunplay in this game early on. Usually it takes
It's a great way to feel like Rick Grimes.
in Dead Island 2,
Right?
but you can
I know you'll be
revolver
getting that
straight
right away.
Yeah, I'll just keep it. My boy.
Yeah. So what you want to do is head to Cliff Curtis's mansion. This is located in Beverly Hills. All you have to do is
That,
in
yo,
the outhouse for the
the
safe
map
key.
itself I
Then
really
open the safe
like.
in the mansion. Here's how
Like
to
the
do that.
actual sets and everything. Tony the Schemer. God damn, she.
Crystal the lawyer.
Gotta get Curtis's safe keys. The
I
music
think you're
this
right.
man
Curtis
chose.
is like a rich prick.
I'm
Mhm.
telling you, Curtis is a rich prick. And I guarantee you that was his wife.
Crystal the lawyer, yeah.
All right, the next powerful weapon you can get your hands on is the Defiant Hunting Knife. This is a really fast, really powerful knife. You can get in like 4 or 5 slashes in quick succession without the enemy even having time to react, and you can really do a lot.
That big dude was buff as shit. Did you see
I was
that?
gonna say,
Mhm.
he looked a little bit like size-wise like that Ram one, you know? Like the
Yes.
big one in the suicide-y
To
sort
get
of
yourself this
jacket
blade
thing
early on,
from one.
simply head to Beverly Hills and kill a specific zombie who has a key. Then use this key to unlock the secret safe. Here's how to do that.
This music is great though.
It is. It's kind of relaxing while you're trying
Right?
to kill zombies.
Just take out her foot. Like, why just take out her foot?
Let's go for the ankles, guys. Like, okay.
Michael's protege. Ah. Who's Michael and why does he have a protege? I think that'd be a nice one to get for sure.
That's a knife.
That's not a knife.
Yeah, I was about
That's
to
a
say
knife.
that. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
It's the ridiculously fun rake. It comes with the
A rake.
Hold
Hold on, now this is my weapon.
perk that
This is what I
increases your
need.
ability. The rake has great range,
Oh,
so you can
God.
kill zombies without getting too close.
I like how they try to sell it. It has great range.
It's a rake, and it has great range. I like though they're showing it how it's one of the best weapons, but he's using it and at least 2 zombies have gotten attached to
This is
him.
the easiest weapon to get out of the lot. You don't have to fight a single zombie. All you have to do is leave your starting base in Bel Air and break some crates to access a hidden area.
I feel like the
Hidden area
zombie
not only
apocalypse
contains
would be
rake,
the
but
like
a
dealing with it in
blueprint
Bel
and a
Air
bunch
might be
of
the best
crafting
place to go.
materials as well.
Yeah, we can probably see Will and Carlton
In West Philadelphia,
Yeah,
born and
born
raised.
I spend most of my days.
I love it.
hitting up some zombies as I passed my way. So-
Let's redo this song. We can do it. Totally.
Yep.
That's hysterical. Just a rake.
The rake.
Just
I
a
love it so
rake.
much.
guys.
So that was how to get a quick power boost early on in Dead
Oh,
Island 2
God.
by looting these 3 great weapons. Thanks for watching.
Great.
and
Yeah, sure.
I'm happy that he's happy with the rake. That would be like the least favorite.
And he was really trying to sell it, wasn't he? Guys, you can get this straight off the bat. It's
Listen,
really good.
You guys are
Look.
making fun of this. You guys are making fun of this rake, and I'm going to beat the entire game with the rake. Okay?
I'm going to use my boot. I think that kick is. Oh, that's.
I
sick.
am
That's
just
That's flawless.
using.
The kick
yeah.
is flawless.
I'm using the rake and the boot. That's it for distance, and then just kick. Distance, kick. This is how I. This is the way.
The rake is definitely something that you would get from like one of those shops, like some crooked person would get. Hey, yo, kid, come over here. Come over here. What? Look, I got a rake up here. This is gonna be perfect for you. This is perfect.
So you're perfect for killing zombies. I swear.
Look, my great uncle Eddie, he has one, and he said he knocks like fuck out of them.
My
So, you
great
know,
uncle Eddie, he's still alive. He's just whacking people with the rake.
he's
That's
just
all he
whacking
does.
people. What can I tell you? That's all he does. He goes ahead and whacks everybody upside the head and say,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah,
little
you want my
whack,
rake?
whack,
Guess
whack."
what? I'm gonna go on ahead and say forget about it. I'm gonna go ahead and slap you upside the head with it. That's what I'm gonna do."
You can't have
I
my
feel like
rake.
we've spent 20 minutes talking about a freaking rake.
Well, look, I'm
Listen,
feel bad. He did
I'm
the whole entire tutorial.
I'm calling it right now. The rake is the best weapon in the game. That's it. That's it.
I dare
Guys.
you, Jace, when we see your gameplay, I dare you to beat the first boss with only a rake and only your boot. Do it. At least
You heard it
try.
here first. I will do it with just the rake. I will, and if the only reason why I won't is if the rake breaks. If the
I
rake
promise you,
breaks,
after 3 hits, that
It
rake
looked
is
like it
breaking.
was breaking. Yeah. Right? I mean, he was like all for it, like it's got good range, but he didn't say
You didn't say how good the
much
range actually
durability it-
was.
Yeah. And how durable it was. It looked like it was
You know
gonna
what? I need to
break.
do a video on a rake and just throw it, just show the durability.
Oh,
just
God.
hit it against a few things. Just boom.
It's like my neighbors go, "What the hell is he doing?" I'm just checking out for durability.
I'm checking the durability of this rake.
How many hits can it take?
And you know how on The Witcher they actually have those little things that they tie up to look for hitting objects. I would actually get one of those body things, dummies, just to throw at, just to check out the durability of the rake.
That's fucking great.
Oh, you should do it. That's funny.
I mean, all right, guys. So what do we after today's deep dive in this game? How are we feeling about Dead Island 2? Jamie? Oh, maybe not Jamie at first. John?
Sorry, guys. My mic just.
It's okay.
You're good.
I'll let Jamie go first.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've seen one of the bosses. I think it was a boss. It was like a bridezilla or something like that. And I watched one of my friends kill that. So that was really exciting to watch. And then this gameplay here, it looks like the first one. And I know a lot of people would complain about that, saying that it's unoriginal or whatever. But if you've got something good, build on that something good. You know, you don't need to get rid of it and do something new just because. And that looks very similar to one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better. I don't want to say weapons because we've got a rake, but it looks better.
Not just
and
any
I
rake,
like
Jamie. It's the rake.
The rake. The range rake.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's got
call that
great
one the
range.
range rake.
But
yeah, I'm gonna definitely get it. Probably this week, to be honest with you.
I
And
think
yeah,
I
I'll pump
might
out
be
some
with
play.
you on that one, and because we are on Xbox, we can play together.
Yeah.
Unlike our friend here, John.
You want to join us, John? You want to come to the party? Yes.
I do, but
Yeah.
I can't afford an Xbox.
Yeah, understandable. Just we need to get with these guys and tell them, you know, they need to make it cross-platform, and then we good.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I'm gonna get my PS5.
Cool.
Whole story, bro.
Yeah. Great. Good chat.
Oh my god, John. But how are you feeling? You excited for this one? Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was excited. It's just I understand they're trying to hit us with the nostalgia of the first one, and they're trying to grab us at it. At the same time, it's like I played this back in 2010. Nothing's really changed, but I do love killing some zombies. But I just wish they would actually stepped it up a little bit more. And I like the bosses, like Jamie said in the first one. I wish they would actually gave us a little bit more of what the bosses look like for this one. So that way we can say, oh yeah, they really amped up the zombies and the way they look and everything, but everything looks the same to me to the point where it's like there's no originality behind it. So
Well, we haven't seen the bosses. I mean, I personally
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
haven't
them.
seen-
I've
yeah.
seen the bride one. That's it. But
okay.
I
I mean,
haven't seen
we
any
don't
of them.
know. So maybe it could
True.
be different. But I get what you're saying because, like, it's been 10 years or something since we've played,
Right.
and I could probably list all of the bosses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember playing against each one and being, I remember each of their not qualities, but like a different abilities that they had.
The
Yeah.
speed, all of them, and stuff like that. Like I remember, what I would do is like if I didn't have a weapon, I would try and figure out an angle on how to kill one of the big bosses. I would actually kick them, then run, and then kick them again and run. But I'm 50-50 on it. It's not like I'm not gonna get it because it's something that I do want to get. It's just like I need to see more to be invested in all the way. So it's like I got half of my chips with me and then the other half at the pot. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm waiting to see what's going to happen.
I think after all of this and discussing it with you two, I think I'm actually a little more excited about this one this time around. I'm excited to see more of the gameplay for myself because, like I said, I didn't want to give too much away to us and myself because I do want to see all of the bosses. I want to see all that for myself. But just it seems like it's smooth. It seems like it's a well put together Dead Island game. Like it feels like that first one, and I love it. The first one really had me hooked, and if it can even just give me something that's similar, but it seems like in a different area or different weapons or different, let's see if we run into different zombies or sure we'll have many variety of bosses, but I think it's going to be a better game than I thought. I'm obviously disappointed with the crossplay and that stuff, but if you give me a solid enough game, I think I can make that work.
Yep. And this looks pretty solid to me, so I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we are. John, I'm sure we'll persuade you some more later on. Don't you?
I think so too. I just need to see more because I love the buffet, but I need to see what's serving on that buffet line. You know what I mean?
Well, I can tell you what it is, and it's zombies, and some more zombies.
And rakes.
And rakes. Don't forget the rakes.
No, that's what your what do you call it?
Your serving utensil, yeah.
Right.
Not a fork, a rake. Just scoop them on up.
But
oh God,
Jamie, why don't you tell the folks at home where they can find you?
Sure. Head on over on my YouTube to In the Front Row YT. And I do TV show and movie reactions, reviews, and I'm lucky enough to have interviews with some of the people that act in those movies and TV shows that I like to watch.
Go on and check it out, guys. John, how about
you guys can reach me on Movie Lovers Unite over on our channel. We actually have a lot of stuff going on right now. Right now, Rossi's interviewing director Jay Salaya. I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But she's interviewing him for his movie. We also have a Sandman episode 2 review that we're doing on Wednesday night. Then we're also doing a Mandalorian spoiler review soon. And, we're doing a RoboCop review later on the 19th. So,
yeah.
and Anthony's going to be in there for that one.
And don't forget about your Boondock Saints 2 review starring me.
Yep, Boondock Saints 1, starring Jason and Don. So they're going to be in there for that one. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on over there, Movie Loves Unite. So follow me under Movie Loves Unite over there. Of course, on Titans of the Turf, where I'm actually with Jason. And so, yeah.
Yes. Guys, yes, as always, you can find me here on the Multiverse of Geekdom, doing our gaming in the multiverse. You can find me on Jedi Academy, Titans of the Turf, making sure that these fools stay in check down there on the turf. Goddamn Cartman running amok of mockery of my field.
I don't know what you're talking about. I promise. It's not my fault that Don take my bribe, which he did, and I got to be an announcer. I was an announcer.
But you also kidnapped him, Cartman.
No, I didn't. I brought him home.
It's still to be talked about. We'll discuss this.
I brought him home in one day. That's more than what Ken G.
Yeah, we still haven't seen him.
You know what? I haven't either.
Did you really need to start this back up, Jace? We had like 20 minutes back screen. We had like 10 minutes during the stream, and now we're getting it in the finale. Really?
I love Cartman. It's a guilty pleasure.
This is how I roll.
Guys, as always, I am your Padawan Frito, joined by Jamie and John. Thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode of Gaming in the Multiverse. Please, yes, like, subscribe, all of the above. Where is my thing?
Oh, you like Yu-Gi-Oh? I like Yu-Gi-Oh too.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't played that game.